New breed, global truth. Shalom, shalom. Mic check, mic check. What's going on, everybody? See y'all entering the chat. Do me a favor and put a 1 in the chat if sound quality is good. Y'all can hear me clearly. Hey, Carnivore, what's going on? Carter Bread, Jamie Rios, Julianne, God First in the building, Connie. What's up with y'all? Ricardo, Lou. All right, so everything is coming through crispy and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, today I come to you humble. I come to you offering my deepest, most sincere apology for a few things. I come to you as a flawed man. I come to you with imperfections. And today I want to apologize to everyone who has supported my content, supported my work, people who have been in the chat, watching my videos. I want to apologize for a live stream that I produced approximately a day ago. The stream was entitled, "Did Ricky Smiley do his son dirty?" My sentiments on that video regarding the actual topic remains the same. But the way that I treated some of my subscribers and some of the people who watch my videos, it's just not, it's not very becoming of myself. It's unacceptable. It's unprofessional. And I want to talk about some of the things that I said. And I want to really address these matters, and I'm going to do better as a person. James 5:16 tells us, "Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." So, the Bible commands us to confess our sins among each other so we can be forgiven. And my behavior in that live stream was not righteous. And I want to talk about that because there's a few people that I want to apologize to directly. And I want to say this. First of all, for those who don't know the situation, we were streaming live on that video, and someone came in the chat and they said something to the degree of Brandon Smiley passed in a car accident. That wasn't fact checked. I thought this person was just throwing things into the chat, which I believe they were at this point. But then there was another individual who commented and said that Brandon Smiley popped pills with his brother. Now, right after someone just kind of threw something out there, see if it stuck, then somebody else said he popped pills with his brother. So what I thought was that I just had people throwing out scenarios in the chat when Ricky Smiley himself didn't tell us what happened to his son. So I got upset, and I said to the person who said he was popping pills with his brother, I pretty much blocked both people. And I want to apologize for jumping the gun and blocking the second individual. And Later on within that broadcast, someone came in and said, "New Breed, you're a liar." Um, he was popping pills, which I didn't know whether or not he was popping pills or not. Um, I responded and I said something to the degree of, we all have addictions, we all have vices. Some of y'all are addicted to honey buns. I want to apologize for that statement because, to be honest with you, food addiction is very real. And there's no need for me to shame anyone who's battling and struggling. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I thought about my choice of words and it wasn't right. And at the end of the day, I'm man enough to apologize to y'all because I shouldn't have said that. There's a difference between being an austere man who doesn't take no junk, doesn't take no garbage, and being somebody who's rude. I realize that I have character flaws as a man, that at times I can be rude, I can be brash, um, I can say things in a way that is offensive. Now, y'all know I made the song, "I'm offending my people, it's quite all right." And I made that song, but this is what we got to realize. There's a difference between offending people with truth and just being rude. And there was something else I said. So I was just on a whole tangent. That live stream, I was on a whole tangent. Somebody said to me, "New Breed, everything is not a conspiracy." I responded. My response to that person was, "You don't know what a conspiracy is." And then I went on to say something to the degree of, "You probably went and got poked. You probably went up there and got poked, and you're going to pass on of cardiac arrest in 3 months." Listen, I want to offer my deepest, most sincere apology for saying that. It was wrong. I I apologize for saying it. And I hope I did not offend that individual. Because let's make this clear. There's people who went down and they got the poke and whatnot, and the Most High God have grace on them. And I got to remember that a lot of people was manipulated. A lot of people was lied to. A lot of people was tricked. And it's no laughing matter that there's people who are out there in the world suffering right now, actually dropping like flies. And I mean, there's no reason for that. And somebody in the chat keeps saying clickbait. What is clickbait? I don't understand when I'm actually apologizing to my subscribers. Now, because you keep saying that, I'm blocking you, Anetta. You will never get clickbait on this channel. The video is titled "My Apology to My Supporters and Spiritual Fam," and I am literally apologizing. And what I need to do, as a man and as a person who is observant, and I try my best to practice self-autonomy and take accountability, I'm going to do better. I'm going to give more moderators wrenches. I'm going to give out more wrenches. That's definitely something that must be changed so we all can have a better broadcast. So things can maneuver seamlessly, and I'm not constantly addressing trolls, because it can get a bit frustrating as a content creator when you're dealing with the whole rigmarole of being shadow banned. You're dealing with technical issues and a lot of frustrations that come with that. And then when you see certain people in the stream um, you know, troll because they don't have nothing better to do. Sometimes you can take it out on the wrong people. Sometimes you get beside yourself, you get frustrated, you get irritated in the process, especially if you're putting in a lot of work, and you can get a bit overwhelmed. And there's no excuse for it. There's really no excuse for it as a professional, as a man of Yah, as a man who is trying to better himself. I can't allow nothing like that to ever happen again with this platform. Things have to change. I am a work in progress. I've acquired this following by having nothing but integrity. And I appreciate everybody's support because without you, brothers and sisters, there would be no New Breed Global. There would be no me if it wasn't for you all. It would, what we have here, this community, would not exist if you, brothers and sisters, didn't follow the content um, and actually support. And sometimes people may be misinformed with information and throw something in the chat because there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation out there. I got to keep in mind as a content creator that everybody doesn't have the time or the resources or the research that I'm doing. And if they put something in the chat that may be falsified, it's up to me to go find out if the information is true or not. Because there's a lot of lies out there in the media. I'm not supposed to be getting frustrated with the people who support me. So seriously, I apologize for my actions. And, I'm going to do better as a man. I don't want to be one of those guys who's, growing in age and growing in stature and becoming outright mean. Nobody wants to be around the OG who's just mean as hell, right? It's just things that I got to work on as a man. And sometimes the Most High will send certain people in your life, whether it be colleagues or associates or just a random stranger. He'll send people around you that will say things to make you look at things from a different perspective. And you'll look at yourself from the outside looking in, and you'll peep your character flaws. And we all have these flaws that we got to work on constantly. We're all under construction. I like the way you said that, Kaylin. First Corinthians tell us in chapter 13, verse 4 says, charity suffereth long and is kind, and charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself. It is not puffed up. Not puffed up. I don't want to be one of those individuals that's prideful, arrogant, puffed up, because one thing about it, pride, it comes before the storm. It comes before the storm. And it comes before fall. And if I'm not grateful for what the Most High has bestowed upon me and I mistreated, how could he trust me on having big things or having another level, reaching new heights and new potential, if I can't handle what I have before me? See, in life, you can't expect doors of opportunity to open up if you're not dealing with what you have the right way. There's no shortcuts with the Most High. There is no gray areas. You just gotta do everything righteously and move a certain way. Treat people with the respect they deserve. Also, I want to apologize to the gentleman who inboxed me some time ago, who was also offended because I made some statements, and I don't know, I guess it was like last month. There was some statements I made about small people, and I didn't mean no offense by it. It was something to the lines of people gonna get, people. I was talking about people watching X-rated flicks and how they'll start off with one thing and then they'll deal with small people and so on and so forth. I want to apologize to anybody who's a small person. For the record, I don't have anything against small people. I don't have anything against people who suffer or battle with any vice. I don't have a problem with people who may live an alternative lifestyle as well. Let me make that clear as well. Um, I'm a Bible believer. I'm in hopes that whatever sin that you're dealing with, I'm in hopes that you find deliverance. I'm in hopes that there's change. I live in Atlanta. There has been several people who have walked up to me just being out and about who may have an alternative lifestyle. I can specifically remember when I first moved to Atlanta, there was a gentleman that walked up who came to me directly and said he battles with this. Literally, he was fighting this spirit. And I lend him some advice to help him overcome and get away from certain crowds of people and people who, push him into that lifestyle and whatnot. And, I hope that my advice was great help to the brother, but let's make this clear. Some of the rhetoric that I spew, I don't want it to be mistaken as any level of hate towards people who have that issue. I pray for you. I don't hate anyone, and I don't have any phobias towards anyone. But what we must all realize is, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, there's things we all must work on so we can change, so we can make it. There's changes and alterations that must be done. And if you are battling with that spirit, come to brothers and come to sisters for counseling. Go to the scriptures. Separate yourself from certain individuals who may be promoting that lifestyle or still engaging in that lifestyle. Because make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about this. Evil communication corrupts good manners. Somebody said, what lifestyle? I said alternative lifestyles, Casey. Alternative lifestyles. Because sometimes I can say certain things about, I can make notions that are often not perceived the correct way. Some of the jokes and some of the things I say, it could be taken the wrong way. And I want people to understand that I have nothing against people of the alternative lifestyle. I'm in hopes that changes are made in your life so you can inherit the kingdom. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't hate anyone. I do realize that people battle with certain things, right? And I just want my subscribers, supporters, spiritual fam to know that I'm sincerely apologetic for some of my behavior in that particular broadcast. When Ricky Smiley do his son dirty, I gotta apologize for my behavior in that stream. Ephesians 4:32 says, "Be kind one to another, tenderhearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you." So I'm in hopes that you all forgive me as the Most High forgave us. I promise, I vow for me to be more kind-hearted, to be more tender-hearted and gentle with how I deal with things. Um, I promise to be more professional, and I'm going to hold myself to a higher standard in my position. And this is a new leaf for me because I always, been very rigid my entire life. I've been a very rough around the edges type of guy. And anybody who knows me and grew up with me, they know I'm very rough around the edges. And sometimes I can be a little bit too sharp, and I can let my frustrations get the better of me. So I apologize for being rude to people, um, and things are going to be different. But I'm going to continue bringing that heat. I'm going to get twisted. Heat is going to continue to roll in. I am going to continue to make content that is absolutely thought provoking. I am going to continue to put out content that is revealing, and the veil is going to be continue to be lifted. Somebody said issues and trying to pay attention and make track. I don't know what that exactly means to this degree. When an honest man is when an honest man is found to be mistaken, he either ceases being mistaken or ceases being honest. You have proven yourself. Thank you, and I appreciate that. And for the record, this is not about, and I want to put this out here. This is not about any political type of moves. I'm not like a president or a politician. This is not about, worried about losing or gaining subscribers or supporters. It's not about that. It's really just a sincere place. I truly felt guilty. Sometimes you can sit back or have yourself a drink, unwind, decompress, and then you start thinking, especially at those times alone. And you can reflect, and then you can just really pay attention to some of your thoughts. And that's what ended up happening. And I truly felt guilty for how I conducted myself that day. Um, let's see. DC, thanks for the 20, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, now I'm not, for the record, excuse me. For those who joined late, I'm not backing down or capitulating in any way about the topic. Not at all. But how I treated my supporters in that live show. Yep. So it's just, all praises to the Most High, man. I don't want to stream live very long. I just wanted to give y'all that sincere apology from the heart. If y'all want, y'all can jump into a few minutes of Q&A if y'all have questions for me, because it's been a while since we sat and bonded and built together if you would like. And also, if it's up and coming content that you all want, because to be honest with you, it's about what y'all want to see. It's about what kind of content y'all want. Um, if it's up and coming projects y'all would like to see reactions to, or things y'all want to speak on, let me know. John Bassett, I'm not sure some of the comments you making about, I don't see sometimes these comment sections can get to us content creators when we really don't know what you're talking about, and it has nothing to do with the topic. So I'll be putting you on timeout for a second. And like I said, I'm gonna be giving out a lot more wrenches to help me to moderate these chats, because the platform is about to grow, Um, the Most High is going to bless it because we're all leveling up. We're all leveling up. And since that's the case, the Most High God is going to push this thing to another level. And in the process of that, I want to make sure we can keep things in order open. We want things to be in decent. And you know, it's a blessing, man. I don't see too many questions, but man, listen again. And I'll leave you all with this. Um, I'll leave you all with this. Psalms 34:13 tells us, keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. So, you know, often we have to mind our tongue as righteous ones, as chosen ones, as people who have the knowledge. Sometimes this walk can get overwhelming. And I don't think we realize how we can come off because we know so much. There's so much insight that we have. And I don't think a lot of us know how we can come off to friends and family. And sometimes we got to look at ourselves from the outside looking in. And sometimes it's not everybody's fault around you. Sometimes it's you. Because how you're speaking to people, how you're coming off, how you can seem condescending, how your words can be harsh. And that's not the type of energy that I want to create in this community. I want you all to know that here, when you come to watch New Breed Global Truth, you're in a safe space. You're in a safe space. This year, 2023, I'm trying to lead with love, man. I told myself going into the year that I was going to lead with love. And already have backtracked, just being, you know, rough with my words and saying things to people that I probably shouldn't say. So I apologize, man. Seriously, I'm seriously apologetic to everybody who even witnessed that shit. And it's just not going to happen again. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, dare any of you having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust and not before the saints. So, you know, even those who was trolling, I can't let them ruin the whole chat. Even the unjust that was watching, even those who are searching, I apologize to you because it's my responsibility to make sure when you come over to my platform, that it's nothing but life, love, and positive energy. So even those who may be in the world and not part of the chosen or don't consider themselves the most biblical, righteous people, I apologize to you because I'm supposed to be an example. And it has to be a difference between me and the world. And if I don't uphold that, then, you know, I'm the one who got to pay for that and suffer for it. Amir, thanks for the $5 contribution. Because we see more content on how to prepare mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, please, brother. Absolutely, bro. Will do. I will give you more content like that. See, that's what I was looking for. That's the kind of content y'all want. You'll definitely get more of that. You can bet your bottom dollar I can get you that. Because that's what it's about. And a lot of ways you can prepare is linking in with the brethren. We'll talk later about that. This is not what this video is about. So I'll spare you those details for now. But it just is what it is, man. I see Jay, 123J, thanks for the $10 contribution. DC, thanks for the 20. And Floater Judah, thanks for the $2 super sticker. So hopefully you all understand why I did this video, and everything changes from here on out. I I got more content coming. I love each and every one of y'all. It's a blessing to have y'all as a support system. And I hope everybody has a blessed day. Um, Thanks for the five, brother. Says Shalom, New Breed. Do you have any advice for people in public schools? Just keep your head down and do what you got to do. And not only get the knowledge from the school, but get the knowledge from the word of God as well. And also study your own history. Just don't take face value for what they teach. Dig back into your own history. You can have their knowledge and you can have your own knowledge and your own history, culture, and heritage. When you combine that together, you can ascend. That's my advice. I love each and every one of y'all. I want y'all to have a blessed evening, blessed. With that being said, shalom, peace.